Welcome to Laos. I still have my eye infection, that's why I just bought some eye drops in the pharmacy.
After enduring a 30-hour bus ride from Hanoi to Luang Prabang and sleeping on the hotel floor upon arrival for one night, we're finally here in this beautiful city, and this is the Waterfall Park, very close to the city center.
Many bears.
They have, as you saw before, bears, the so-called sun bears, which are really rare, and you can find them here in Laos.
Here's the waterfall. Wow. Very nice one.
The entrance fee to the Quangxi Waterfall Park is only 20,000 lak. Sounds a lot, but it's only $2.50. So lak is the actual currency of Laos, and things are very cheap in Laos in general. So we got here with a van from our hotel. I forgot how much they charged, but this waterfall park is really big and totally worth the entrance fee. And then we can just go for a hike in the jungle. Yeah. So I recommend you bring mosquito spray, and you can even go for a swim, which we didn't do because we didn't know and we didn't bring swim clothes. But we really enjoyed the atmosphere and the scenery, although there were plenty of tourists. I was a bit too crowded for our taste. Anyway, we had a great time and enjoyed our day. As Laos is the only Southeast Asian country with no beach access, it is important that they have water. So here we have this wonderful, beautiful waterfall, and it's actually the best waterfall I have ever seen in Southeast Asia. I found the nature here in Laos to be one of the best in Asia I have seen, because you see, for example, giant mushrooms growing out of trees, lots of wild flowers around you, and this air humidity with the smell of the plants gives you a very special atmosphere, and I absolutely loved it. I'm actually traveling here with my childhood friend Annette from Germany, because we are going to a wedding in Thailand next week, since we have a mutual friend who is going to get married there. And we met in Vietnam the week before, and now we're here in Laos, although we were a little bit late on the schedule because there were 2 days where no bus from Vietnam went to Laos due to the Tet holidays. If you're wondering why we had to sleep on the hotel floor when we arrived in Luang Prabang, let me quickly explain you what happened. So, we booked the night bus from Hanoi to Luang Prabang, and when we arrived it was already night and all the shops were closed, so we couldn't get mobile internet, and there was also no Wi-Fi available. So we asked the taxi driver where this hotel was, we showed him the address, and he should have known, but he said no, it is in another city. He was actually wrong, but we had nothing to check. So he drove us and dropped us off in the city center, and we asked around if there's any available hotel, but every single hotel was booked. But one hotel offered us to sleep on the hotel floor. They said they would give us blankets and pillow, and we just sleep in the lobby. So we slept in the lobby and still paid $20 just to sleep in the lobby. And if you go there off season, you can get an entire apartment for this price.
Avocado, Hühnchen und Salat. Oh, the best trip ever.
The city of Luang Prabang actually only has 66,000 residents, so it's very small, but it was the capital of the famous historical empire Lan Xang, although I'm not sure if I pronounce it correctly. So that's why we have lots of monuments and also the nature. One thing I didn't like was that they were selling little captured birds at the entrance, and you can just buy them and let them free. But I would prefer not to capture them in the first hand and sell ice cream instead or postcards. This is the so-called Fauci Hill and is located right in the city of Luang Prabang. And you have to go up to the hill and have a great view on the city, and you can as well see a beautiful sunset. The only thing was that there were too many tourists.
Here you can buy ivory. 1 gram is $4. So if you buy a necklace of 20 grams, it's gonna be $80.
Later, when we came down from the Fauci Hill, we went to the evening or night market where we had some food, and a shocking thing was also to see that they were selling ivory. 1 gram of ivory were $4, so a kilo is like $4,000. Although I'm not sure if it's real ivory. It could have been fake, we don't know. But it was in Chinese, so probably it attracts a lot of Chinese tourists.
So this is this famous temple here.
This Wat Khieng Song temple also costs 20,000 lak, or they also call it kip, which is $2.50 again, and it is one of the main attractions of Luang Prabang. It was very interesting just to walk around the temple area and observe the people. I think there was even a wedding taking place, and there are pictures of monks. Everything was golden, and I really enjoyed the atmosphere at this temple. I always think temples have a very spiritual vibe, and I really appreciate that. If you pay attention, you can probably see the very little details of all the parts are made in this temple. And as I mentioned before, these are also heritages from the Lanchang period, which is one of the historical areas of Southeast Asia. And I'm also still suffering under my eye infection, which I got in Vietnam during a motorbike ride to the Perfume Pagoda from Hanoi. I think I got something in my eye and it got inflamed, so I really couldn't open my eye for a while, and it was just bad. Yeah, so during the entire trip. The problem was also that the healthcare in Luang Prabang is not so good, so I couldn't find even an eye doctor on Google Maps, so I decided to wait until I arrived in Bangkok before I got a real eye examination at a good doctor.
So now we are getting a Lao massage. We already have the clothes. One of my favorite aspects of Southeast Asia is that massages are so affordable. And it's $5. And Laos is no exception. For only $5 you can expect a professional full body massage, which leaves you in a very relaxed state for the rest of the day. After strolling around several temple complexes, we took a walk along the riverside, where a man was trying to sell us a 2-hour sunset cruise on a boat. He first wanted 100,000 kip, which is about $11, but we were lucky and able to negotiate the price down to only 80,000, which is a bit more than $8. It was a nice relaxing cruise and also gave us the opportunity to observe some of the local life while leaning back into the very comfortable white chairs and sipped on a tasty cocktail, which was also included in the price. After spending one night on the hotel floor and another in an overpriced guest house for $60 a night, we continued our journey with a night bus to the country's capital, Vientiane.
Wahrscheinlich. Das Ladungswasser. Welchen? Unten sind aber Leute. So, das ist das Schlafbus.
20.
Ja? 20 ist alles voll.
Oder müssen die schlafen doch zusammen, oder was?
Ja, das ist so. Stell dir vor, du wärst mit einem Fremden. Ja, das sind für 2 Personen.
The night bus costs around $20 and takes about 10 hours for the 340-kilometer journey. We found the ride quite comfortable, but my friend Annie said she couldn't sleep at all.
And now we're taking the bus to the Buddha Park because we are now in Vientiane. We already been to Laos for 4 days, but we only slept one night in a hotel, because the other nights we slept in the bus, and one night we had to sleep on the hotel floor because we couldn't find our hotel. It was so fucked up, I would say, yeah, because we arrived late, like 11, and then we didn't know where the hotel was, we had no internet, and then the hotel offered us to sleep on the floor for $20 US. We paid $20 US to sleep on the floor. It's really unbelievable, but that's what happened. And I was teaching German in the ATM machine because they were complaining in the hotel that I was too noisy with my laptop having Skype classes, so I had to go to the ATM machine. Really, really ridiculous. But yeah, in the end everything is fine, and now we're going to the Buddha Park. We almost run out of money, but we're going to survive somehow. So here at the bus station, and going to see where the bus is.
After arriving in Vientiane in the very early morning, shortly after sunrise, we only had a few hours to explore the city, since we were already scheduled for the next night bus ride to Bangkok, as we were running late for our friend's wedding in Thailand due to a delayed departure from Vietnam caused by the Tet Holiday Festival. So, what would be the best thing to do in such a short time? We decided to visit the Buddha Park, which official name is Chiang Quang. The park is about an hour away from Vientiane and consists of over 200 Buddhist and Hindu statues. It was a priest and shaman who founded this park, who wanted to unify different Asian religions in one place. He mainly could realize his project with the help of donations, and we really enjoyed his park.
So, aus dem Mund komme ich jetzt hier. Oh, klein die Öffnung. Looks like the Buddha from Street Fighter.
So that's already it from Laos. After arriving in Bangkok, another bad surprise awaited us. See it in the next video what happened. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe and support this channel. Thanks for watching.